What's up, my peeps, and welcome to a brand new episode of Supercard. I don't know what I was gonna say there, brand new episode of what, but anyways, yeah, Supercard, and we've got some Road to Glory gameplay for you guys. I'm pretty slow when it comes to Road to Glory, like I pass on a lot of hours while I should be playing and all that, but I'm kind of lazy. Like, you could call me probably the laziest Supercard player of all time. Anyways, at least the laziest grinder of all time in Supercard. I don't know. So let's go ahead and face off against Fabio with the Cesaro picture. So yeah, I'm currently on page 140 on page. Haven't reached the wall yet, obviously. Also, I forgot to show you guys the Road to Glory deck, so I'll go ahead and show you guys that deck right afterwards. So anyways, yeah, let's just go with some random cards. We're still at the point where we can pick whatever. And then afterwards, maybe we'll have to, pick and choose our cards and when to, use the support cards. Actually, speaking of support cards, I do need to switch these support cards because I freaking hate the normal support cards in Road to Glory. I can't go through a Road to Glory without using the manager support cards. It's just so much easier, it's so much better. You just use them right off the bat and you forget about it. Well, with these, the speed and charisma ones or whatever, the non-manager ones, like there's so many matches in a Road to Glory match. You've got to pick and choose your moment, and oftentimes you'll go ahead and use that support card, and you end up not having to need shit, I can't even say what I'm trying to say. You end up wasting that support card at the end because you didn't even need it to win that specific match. You just thought you did. So it's so much easier with the manager supports. Only thing that sucks is I only have one Survivor manager support, and that's Zep Coulter. It's a plus 58 to power. But I'm hoping I get one soon where it's, plus to, I don't know, toughness and charisma or something like that. Because I like the all manager cards, I feel are good, but I prefer the ones that actually add to both stats, or to two stats instead of just one. And the total ends up being better anyways, and it covers two stats instead of one. I do know that one stat manager card does increase that one stat by more than one of the two stats gets increased by the other magic cards, but that's just the way I like it. Anyways, yeah, whatever. Enough talk about the manager support cards here. I've been noticing a lot of Finn cards, and it's no surprise there. They've been giving out Finn a bunch. And at this point, the Finn cards, we're going to see them as much as the HBK cards, if not more. Because although they did give HBK to a lot of people, Finn now has been a daily login bonus. He's also been a Road to Glory card. Was it a Road to Glory card, or was it... I think it was a Road to Glory card, I'm not sure. And then, once again, in the Road to Glory... Once again... actually, hold on. Before the Road to Glory, what was it? Ring Domination, right? So Finn... I think Finn was the card in the last Ring Domination. I don't freaking know. But anyways... Yeah, basically, they've been giving him out a lot. So you're gonna see him a lot. And also with AJ Styles now. Now, AJ... He's going to be the new HBK card, except in the WrestleMania tier. And speaking of that, I see a lot of people saying that, hey, it's because fusions are probably coming. But the thing is, I feel like if they were going to have the fusions, that they'd be here by now. And it's still not here. So, I don't think it's going to be fusions. Honestly, I think it's either A, there's so many WrestleMania cards out there that giving a pro isn't, I guess, all that bad, or not as bad as, if you were still in the Survivor tier and there wasn't the WrestleMania tier yet. Or what's the other reason? Yeah, I don't think there is. Actually, the other reason is Season 3 is coming soon. Yeah, those are the two reasons in my mind. I think fusion could be a possibility, but I really think it's probably they saw that there's so many WrestleMania cards out there. There's 70 WrestleMania cards or something like that, or more than that. So it's going to be hard for people to get pros, or at least it's going to be harder to get WrestleMania pros than it is to get Survivor pros and Legendary pros and all of that. So maybe that's why they gave him out. I don't know. One of those reasons, or maybe because AJ has been prominently featured on TV lately, because he is in the title scene. But yeah, I'm happy to get, a WrestleMania pro and AJ Styles. But I will say, it's not as satisfying when everybody else is getting the exact same pro. If I were to pull AJ Styles after playing a bunch of exhibition matches or something like that, that'd be so much more satisfying. But now that everybody's just getting him, or almost everybody's getting him, because he is in the Road to Glory, like, it's not special anymore. It's like the HBK card. Might be one of the best cards out there, you know, in the tier. Actually, it is one of the best cards out there in the tier. But everybody has him, so it's not special anymore. Let's go with Dean Ambrose right here versus Roman Reigns. And toughest match, we're going to go with Andre the Giant. Now, what do you guys think? When it comes to Ambrose, I know his two top stats are toughness and speed. But I feel like it should be maybe, I don't know, toughness and charisma, or maybe even speed and charisma. I think maybe toughness and charisma could work, yeah. Toughness and charisma, I feel, should be his actual two strongest stats, and his ability should go ahead and cover those two stats instead of toughness and speed. Okay, so let's go ahead and face off against Paige, and we're one match away, so we're going to go ahead. Well, we're not facing off against Paige, we're facing off against this dude, Zach, but we're going to get Paige right after this match. And once again, I forgot to show you guys the Road to Glory deck. But anyways, after this match, I'm going to have to go ahead and train some of my cards or feed some of my cards, because we're going to run into the card limit. I have like 136 cards, and we're definitely going to run into it after this one. Okay, so let's go ahead with Brie. And after we play some Road to Glory, I will show you guys the results of Team Ring Domination and also Team Road to Glory. I haven't showed you guys those results in a while, so it's time I showed you. And by the way, I wonder what the event is going to be next. Is it going to be PCC or is it going to be Ring Domination? I don't think it's going to be Road to Glory once again, because we just had Road to Glory. So I think it's either PCC or Ring Domination, but we still haven't gotten the update to fix that PCC issue. So if we don't get it, then obviously it's going to be Ring Domination. But if we do get the update, then yeah, we're probably going to get PCC. Okay, so let's go ahead and go with a solo match here. Bubba Ray versus Roman Reigns. And let's go. Still not sure what to do with the recent Bubba Ray that I got. Actually, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to max him out and use him to train some other cards. Okay, so let's go with Emma versus Natalya, and then what's it gonna be? A speed match, so we go with Stardust on this one. Is that a, oh, okay, so that is a Pro HBK, and we just lost the match. So that's, I think, the first match where I did not go with a perfect, or did not get a perfect match. And now it's HBK versus Undertaker. I've never gotten a legendary HBK card. And I have, oh, actually, no, I did get a legendary rock card. Okay. And whenever I say rock card, it just doesn't sound right. Anyways, we're on to Finn now, and we're going to reach the card limit. Yeah, there we go. We got it. Okay, so now I've also got Paige in my deck, so the limit will be reached even sooner. At this point, I'm training all these epic cards to use to train some other cards later. So let's just go ahead and pick these commons. And let's go to the uncommons and pick these. Hold on just a second. Okay. And is that it? No, there's still some cards. I probably picked up some super rares or ultra rares. No super rares. Ultra rares? Okay, I do have a Cameron who just got released today. Okay, and we're at 38. So there's something here. Like, did I miss? Okay, yeah, rares. Missed the rares, and there we go. Okay, so Brock is at level 17, and once I'm done maxing out Brock here, I'm going to go ahead and max out Kofi. After that, I'm going to go ahead and max out Paige, because I'm probably going to use her to train some other cards. Okay, so let's go. Okay, winning on network. Let's go ahead and face off against Wesley right here, who's got the Brock Lesnar picture, the same Brock Lesnar that we just were training a few seconds ago. Okay. So, I tried switching my picture in the game to somebody else. I actually switched it to the Ultimate Warrior for a bit. But I was like, you know what? Like, sometimes I switched them around. I even switched to Christian for a short while. But then I always go back to the Seth Rollins picture with the WWE title. I wish they would have picked a nicer, like a cooler Christian picture. They have better Christian pictures in Season 1 of Supercard. And I thought of going ahead and going to Season 1 and trying to get like a super rare Christian or something like that, to move him over or to use his picture, but then I was like, oh, you can't do that. So, yeah. Hopefully Season 3 brings some new Christian pictures, although I'm not sure if they're going to do that since he is retired, so I don't know. Alright, so let's go with Andre, and speaking of Season 3, I do wonder if we're going to be able to use some of our Season 1 cards to bring over to Season 3. I knew we could do that in Season 2, but I don't know if you could go all the way from Season 1 cards to Season 3. Hopefully you can, because I do have some Season 1 cards that I do want to bring in, but at the moment I still have some of the Fusion Chamber loyalty thingies left to do, like for the rare one and the pro rare one. But I can only bring in some legendary cards from Season 1. I can't bring in WrestleMania cards or something like that, so that sucks. Because if I could bring some WrestleMania cards in, I'd probably bring in like KO or something like that. I'm still wondering whether I should bring in the Randy Orton card, the PCC Randy card, which was my first PCC card ever. But the thing is, there hasn't been an event Randy card yet, and I don't want to bring him in just to put him on like Survivor Pro Randy. Okay, so we're gonna go with Nakamura on this one, and he takes him out with some move from the top, a splash or whatever, and Dean Ambrose and Sami Zayn. On Sami Zayn, I went all the way out on speed first tokens, and then the rest I put it on charisma, because the thing is, you didn't get as many points for your tokens if you put them on charisma or power or toughness as if you did put them all on speed. And I always want to, have my card the strongest, I want it to be the strongest possible overall. So I always, if one of the tokens value isn't as much on one stat, I'll go ahead and I'll put the tokens mostly on the stat that gives you the most points. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so Colin Cassidy. I think I should be close to my WrestleMania poll, but I don't think I'm going to get it in this video. Maybe a bit later in this Road to Glory, and if I don't get it in this Road to Glory, it should be really soon after. Okay, so let's face off against this guy, and I'm also, I should be getting my ladder reward, my Superstar ladder reward pretty soon too. I'm about, I'd say 600 matches away from that. So I'll definitely, film that or record that. Sounds old school if I say film that. Yeah, I'll definitely record that, once I'm approaching that card. Okay, so HBK versus The Rock, and whatever move that was, I don't know, 619, I don't know. It's kind of a weird move. Okay, and The Undertaker will splash from the top, something The Undertaker would never do. Now watch somebody like me a video to The Undertaker hitting a splash. Anyways, round 2, okay, what's it gonna be? Alright, tag team, perfect. We've got 2 yellow triangles. Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler versus Ric Flair and Stardust. And then Emma and Brie Bella versus Nikki and Naomi. Okay, come on, let's go. Now for this match, we got one more match, and that's gonna be it for the Road to Glory matches. Let's go with Kane, and actually should have went with Kane and John Cena. I don't know what I was thinking there. I actually would have made the animation a bit quicker since we wouldn't have gotten that 5% decrease animation. Okay, now let's go with Lita, and I think after this there is one more round, because I think this was round 3. Yeah, okay. Let's go. What's it gonna be? Let's go with Andre, and afterwards we're gonna go with Nakamura, and then we're gonna finish it off with Finn and Sami Zayn. Okay, let's go. Well, actually, it's a singles match, so Sami first, and then we're gonna go with Finn. Okay, and there we go. Now we just went ahead and got the last win with Finn, and we're on to Finn to get this other Finn. I've seen some people say that this is like their 7th Finn card or something like that. Okay, come on. Oh, cool. Yo, was that hold on just a second. Oh, nice. Yo, I was just talking about that. I was just talking about how I wanted a manager support card that actually increased 2 stats. Because they're so much better than the ones that increase only 1 stat. My Zeb Coulter card only increases power, just power, by 58. This increases both toughness and speed, each by 49. So each stat is only, like 9 points less than Zeb Coulter's 58 in power, but you add them up together, that's over 80 points. Almost 100 actually, 98. Alright, so happy about that, really happy about that actually. That is my best support card pull yet. Did not expect that, and actually, since we just got that, that puts us at 2 Survivor Manager support cards. And what the great thing about it is, well, let me just filter this to none. The great thing about this is, this one covers toughness and speed, and the other one covers power. So I'm covering 3 stats here. The only stat missing is charisma. This was a great pull right there. And now I don't have to use the legendary support cards, or legendary manager support cards anymore. Alright, so our next bout is in a couple seconds here. And then afterwards, well, after we get done with Finn, it's time to move on to they don't want none. They don't want none. I know that's not how it goes, but that's how it currently goes in my head. And then we're on to Nakamura. Okay, let's go ahead and play this last match right here against. I'm not gonna try and. Oh, okay, card limit reach. Did not notice that. So let's go ahead and train that Epic Brock once again. And let's go ahead. Let's go to the uncommons. And come on, some uncommons here. Okay, so we're done with the uncommons, and then moving on to the comments. Wow, only 2 comments, okay. And now I'm probably at 138 cards because of that Survivor card that I pulled. But whatever, we're good for at least this one more match right here. But I'm definitely going to have to get rid of some cards. I haven't gotten rid of the epic cards that I've already maxed out just yet, because I'm waiting for the King of the Ring to start, or for me to start a King of the Ring. Not starting one just yet, but I really do want to start one. By the way, in the last video, the WrestleMania King of the Ring video, says a few people, I think 2 people or something like that, went ahead and said that, hey, go ahead and lose the King of the Ring, and you're going to get some better rewards. And you know what? Actually, for a while, I actually felt that way, because I did notice sometimes that when I lost, actually most times when I lost, or in the finals, I got better rewards than, when I actually won. But I'm still pretty sure that it's at random, and it's like just a coincidence. Although it might not be a coincidence, but I feel like it is a coincidence. I don't know, if you have some proof that it's, it is actually this way, that they actually give better cards to the loser, go ahead and show me that proof. But I feel like it's not the case, and it might just be coincidence, a big coincidence. Okay, so round 3 of 4. And also, the reason why I do still want to win the WrestleMania King of the Rings to get that Survivor card is because I could still use some Survivor Pro Divas. Apart from my Brie Bella PCC card, I don't have any other Survivor Pro Divas. So, Survivor Pro Divas are still really useful to me because I don't have any except for the Brie card. I haven't pulled, 2 Survivor cards, 2 single Survivor cards that are the same on my own. So, I still need that. That could still help out my deck, especially if I can get 3 of them and replace my single WrestleMania cards. Or what'd be even better is if I can get a WrestleMania Pro Diva from the King of the Ring. Now that would be freaking great. Okay, so we got that, and I think this is the last round. And I thought this was gonna be a tag team match, but no, it's a singles match: Taker versus Neville, and then we go with Ric Flair versus Dean Ambrose, and that's it. We win the match. Okay, so can I get a WrestleMania pull during this video? Probably not. Let's see. Actually, what we're probably going to get is the card limit reached instead. Actually, no, I don't think there's enough cards here for me to reach the card limits. 5 picks remaining. I think we can go without reaching it. Okay, so Biggie, Natalya, and Kendo Stick, and then Alicia Fox. Okay, so that's it. No WrestleMania pull in this episode, but yeah, if I do pull a WrestleMania card, you can always see it on Twitter. That's where I post them up. Because I'm not recording constantly, so I can't, freaking record every single pull on video. Anyways, that is it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And actually, it's not it for the episode, actually. It's it for the gameplay. The gameplay's over, and now we're moving on. Actually, have I shown you guys everything? I think I've shown you guys everything, right? Road to Glory. Yeah, there's nothing else really for me to show you guys in the gameplay. Very close to WrestleMania Plus though. And if we go back to the ladder rewards right here, as you can see, actually less than 600 matches away from getting that. And while we're at it, let me just go ahead and switch this out with the Sensational Sherry Manager card. And actually, you know what? Let me switch this one out to the Power and Speed one with the Zeb Coulter one, who also just got released today. Okay, so Now, we're going to move on to the Team Ring Domination and Team Road to Glory points. Actually, before I do that, if you are looking for a team and you're WrestleMania or above, go ahead and contact me on Twitter. Alright? So send me some pictures, screenshots, not of you, that's not what I'm looking for. I want screenshots of your deck and, your past team points. Alright, let's actually move on to the screenshots. Alright, so we're going to start it off with the top 3 Team Deagles for the Cesaro Team Ring Domination, and once again at number 1 in the Team Ring Domination was Deagle Club. The guy with the most points was Micah, 56 shards, and then Simon, 28 shards, as a 19, 22 shards, Eli, 19 shards, and I3 with 19 shards as well. And then moving on to team number 2, that was Team Deagle Apex, once again getting number 2 twice in a row in Team Ring Domination. Their top player in the Cesaro one was Jonathan with 34 shards, and then It's Def right after with 31 shards, Mehul at 25 shards, PCP 25 shards, and Dennis with 24 shards. And at number 3, try and guess who it is. Of course, it is Team Deagle X. So it ended up being the exact same positions as the last Team Ring Domination, with Club at number 1, Apex at number 2, and X at number 3. So when it comes to X, the top player this time around was Peter with 29 shards, Jose 12 shards, Suplex City 10 shards, Logan 10 shards, and Z Patrol with 8 shards. Now, the reason why their shards look a lot less than the other team members is because this screenshot was taken right after, or at least right before, they went ahead and went for the Survivor card. So this was post-WrestleMania card, pre-Survivor card. Anyways, let's move on to the Team Road to Glory points this time. This was for the Apollo Crews one, and Team Deagle X took back their number 1 spot. Actually, they never lost their number 1 spot in Team Road to Glory. They've just lost it in Team Ring Domination. They're still undefeated in Road to Glory and PCC. So, we got D-Ray with 547 points, Slime Protector with 464 points, Jose 431 points, Justin 428 points, and Logan with 376 points. I like how, all the top 5 members, their points are pretty close to each other. Like, there's not a big, huge gap between, the top players, which means that, all these players put in, all like equal amounts of work or close to it. And then when it came to number 2, it was a really close one between 2 and 3, because only 9 points separated these two teams. And number 2 ended up being Deagle Club. So Club got number 2, and at number 1 in Club was Mario with 700 points. It's a me, Mario, bitch. And then Simon with 520 points. As a 19, 453 points. Eli, 327 points. And then Andy with 276 points. So at number 3, the team that was only 9 points away from tying Club and 10 points away from beating Club was Team Deagle Apex. They got at number 1 in Apex was It's Def with 512 points, and then Jonathan 506 points, PCP 492, Propo 329, and Mad Gamer 315 points. So that was a really close one between 2 and 3. Probably the closest, I guess difference between 2 and 3 since I started comparing the teams and seeing who beats who. So anyways, that's it for the screenshots. If you're wondering when we got Cruz, I posted a screenshot of that on Twitter. Make sure to follow me on Twitter if you don't already follow me on Twitter. I keep you guys updated there on stuff, on videos, on whatever. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, you can click the like button down below. And once again, if you're looking for a team, just shoot me a tweet. Don't actually shoot me, but send me a tweet with your team deck and your past team points, alright? I'm out. See ya.